We took this e-commerce brand from 30K months to $361,000 per month in just 60 days time with Facebook ads. And I'm gonna be letting you hear from Albert and allowing him to share his story about the results and what it's like working with us inside of our Ads Mastery one-on-one mentorship. So grab a pen and paper and let's get into it. When did you end up joining the one-on-one Ads Mastery mentorship?
I think it was October 15th, something like that.
October 15th, so about two and
Two
a
and a
half
half months.
Yeah. And what were you doing in monthly revenue then?
Then with the brand that I started with you guys, I was doing nothing more than 1K a day.
1K a day?
Mm-hmm.
So about 30,000 a month.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And just recently, what was your biggest month?
My biggest month was December right now.
Yeah. And how much was that?
Let me double check. Just pull it up right here. 361,000.
361,000? That
Yep.
is a huge difference.
10x. Yeah, more than 10x.
More than 10x. Congrats. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Thanks.
Yeah, that's incredible. And you had a 25K sales day, and you've been consistently scaling too, so it's been crazy.
Yeah. We've been for more than a month over 10K.
Yeah, that's amazing. How long did it take before you started seeing those results?
Up to what, like 10K, for example?
Yeah, like what was it like to hit the first 10K day? How long did it take you to hit 100K? Was it just a month?
Yeah, basically.
Pretty much. Yeah. What would you say like the biggest change was?
The change, I would think it was, I already had experience on e-commerce, but with this brand, what I got from you guys, it was like not everyone works the same way. And the key for this particular brand, I think it was patience, to be honest, and let the algorithm like optimize. Like you guys do, like just let it go for 7 days, don't touch it. That was the key for this brand.
Yes.
To be honest.
That's a big thing for brands that are looking to scale. Like last thing you want to do is be making a ton of little tweaks, because then the algorithms have to change, or it's relearning, or you could hit a bad patch of an audience or go after the wrong thing. It sends nasty traffic to the website that doesn't convert, that, starts to affect things. Whereas when you leave it alone, it can get better without you even touching it. We had somebody who got sick, was gone for a week. They came back and they said, my ads have been better than they ever were.
For sure. But that was the biggest change for me. I've been working with other strategies in the past, but on this brand, it really worked for me, like that 7 days period. And then instead of having multiple campaigns, just optimize what you have. Because I was able to hit 25K in a day and 360 in a month with just three campaigns. Three different campaigns. It was nothing else.
Yeah, that makes sense. Most of the campaign structures, 3 campaigns is usually what it takes to, scale to 30K days, no problem, for sure. Yeah, because last thing you need is like a ton of overlap. It's usually simplification, focusing on what's working, letting it, optimize on its own, and then really just looking at the data to see where the, drop-offs are happening and ways you can tweak the funnel.
Just optimize, turn up whatever is not working, and that's it.
Exactly.
But yeah, with this brand, that was the key for sure. Yeah. So I have another brand, but I have multiple campaigns. It was kind of different structure. I did hit numbers, pretty good numbers as well. But for this one, I was not getting the results that I wanted. And then when I jumped out in the program, that was like a game changer.
Yeah, totally. And how much are you scaling up on ads?
On ads, this past 60 days, for this revenue that we had, it was 2.53 for us. Yeah. So for the 360, I probably spent 100, 120.
Nice. And what's the margin on that?
25%, 22 to 25%.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, that's pretty standard once you start to really scale up. So, one of the ways you can also raise that is by introducing other products or having current customers come back and buy again.
Yeah, I already have a couple in the pipeline.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's awesome. What would you say like the biggest challenge was that, the programs help with just the, being more patient around not tweaking too much? Or
For sure,
was there
100%. 100%. That was for me, maybe because I already had some experience on the system, but that was the game changer on this particular brand, for sure.
Yeah,
And then let the algorithm optimize itself, not tweaking a lot.
Yeah, a lot of entrepreneurs and individuals will overly change things, so they'll be like, "Oh, my ad's not working, and it's only been 2 days." It's like, how do you know?
Yeah.
Like, you don't have enough data. They haven't spent enough. They haven't given at least 7 days to even run.
Yeah. On the past, I used to make changes like every three days, to be honest.
Yeah, that's too much. Because you could get, say, all of your sales on the 7th day, but had no sales for 6 days. But when you're looking at it from a 7-day window, it's like, well, it's not profitable at all. But that one day that it started working, it was super profitable just for that day, though. But it doesn't feel that way when you're looking at it over a longer period of time.
Yeah.
So you always have to check the most relevant time frames to see where things are moving.
Yeah. And then since data is not accurate, I think it's the best thing to do. Just wait.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Because there's, a time block for when some of this stuff comes through.
So you might see like pretty bad numbers, and then 2 days later, you go back and you actually see that you had sales that day from that particular interest.
Yeah.
That it wasn't showing at first. So yeah, that's key to optimize.
And what platforms are you running ads on?
This was actually Facebook, I would say 90%. And 10% Google.
Yeah. And how frequently are you launching new ads on Facebook?
About 2 to 3 weeks. Not that often, to be honest.
Not often. On Facebook, it can be really consistent and get better with time.
Yeah. So like, honestly, like I said, same 3 campaigns, I would say since, I don't know, the 25th of October, 30th, November, December, same 3 campaigns.
Yeah. And when you had your biggest sales day, what day was that? Was that before or after the holidays?
Before.
Okay. Was that a holiday campaign?
I think we tweaked on the retargeting a little bit, the copy, and then a couple emails on the back end for sure. But yeah, it was, I think, let me see, December 18th, 25. That was the biggest day.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just a few days before Christmas. That's crazy.
Yeah, that week before Christmas, we were somewhere between 18 and 25 the whole week.
That's amazing. Yeah, that's awesome, man. And if you were like a brand new, beginner at this, what would you tell someone?
Have patience and persistence. Keep testing, and then when you find it, just have the patience that it needs to get. If you see something that is you see it's gonna look like it's looking better, just let it go. Let it go. Don't kill it. Just let it go. Wait those 5 to 7 days before you change anything drastically, and normally works.
Right. Yeah. No, that makes sense. And what are some of the goals you have this year or for upcoming? We're about to be in 2023 for the brand. What are some of the goals?
For this brand, I think I can hit 5 million, to be honest.
Yeah, that's amazing.
For the whole year, because in 2.5 months, we basically have 500,000. So
right,
more than 500,000. Because 360 December, it's around 500,000.
And how much of that was holiday focused?
And I would say from December 15th. But all creatives, they were not specifically for the holidays. It was just the retargeting that was holidays.
Right. Yeah.
So the main creatives were just regular, nothing focused. Maybe on the copy a little bit, but not on the creative itself.
But you weren't saying like holiday offer.
Nah.
Right. Yeah. See, that's the thing. Like your campaigns are more evergreen. So like they can run year round.
Exactly. That's why I'm opting like for 5 million, because I know I can do it.
Because some people might think, oh, that was probably just a really good holiday offer, but
not really, because it was only the retargeting. And the retargeting was probably, I don't know, 20% of the revenue, not much.
Yeah. No,
so that's why if I found that angle, to be honest, I test a lot of angles, a lot.
Carousels, videos, single images.
And then, but those winners was videos, like UGC videos, to be honest.
Yeah, totally. And what do you think's stopping you from going from, 370 to 500K monthly?
I'm just gonna go there. It's just inventory right now.
Yeah, it's just gonna
Yeah,
happen.
I know I'm gonna hit it. I'm pretty confident about that.
Totally. What are you maintaining for like a conversion rate at scale right now?
285, 3%.
Yeah, that's good because that is at scale. Like if you can maintain numbers around there, then most things are fairly scalable.
Yeah, for the whole month, I have it right here is 286.
Yeah, that's amazing. And with all those customers and people on the list, like you're going to be able to blast that and do even more insane sales days.
Yeah, because this was basically one product and a couple accessories for it.
Right.
And then we're testing another product that are like kind of getting traction. I just have to confirm with inventory and everything that the logistics of it, and they're pretty good. So as soon as I like launch the next product, I know I can do it. And I know for a fact that I can do 500.
Totally. Yeah. No, that makes sense. And what would you recommend somebody who's running ads right now? Like,
instead of like, what do you mean exactly?
What would you recommend somebody to focus on with their ads? Should they be
creatives?
Testing? Okay.
Creatives is key, and then optimize what is working. So then you don't have to like reinvent the wheel. Yes. If it's working, it's working. Don't just try to do another angle that it has nothing to do with the winner. You know what I'm saying? So if that one works, just replicate that.
Totally.
You can just change the person, the model, whatever, the color of the product.
Right.
And it will work.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's a good way to refresh creatives in itself, is just making some tweaks to what's already working, just making it a little bit different. So that way it feels more fresh and it'll convert.
That's exactly what I did. When I was seeing like one of the videos was like going down, I replicate the same thing, maybe a different voice, different background, but that's it.
Yeah. Because some people will be getting a good return on ad spend, and then they'll be like, oh, I have this new video idea I want to test. And it's fine. You can test these things, but you don't want to disrupt your main campaigns with like going from a tutorial to a review video.
Like you can do a test with a low budget on the side. And then if you see something that is popping up, just,
exactly
get it and put budget on that. That's it.
That's right. Perfect. And I'm curious to know, and answer as honest as possible. We ask all the clients. Who do you think is a good fit for the mentorship?
A good fit for my mentors, for the mentorship.
Who's a good fit and who's not? Type of individual, could be a business.
Anyone can apply this strategies, to be honest. You can use this on leads. You can use this in like stores with products. I think you can apply basically to everything.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, because it's all based on data. I think a lot of people get wrapped up in the fact that
just numbers, like you said.
Yeah, most people are like, oh, I'm in fitness, so I only want to work with, somebody who's a fitness marketer. It's like they're going to have one-off strategies in the fitness space. But if you work with somebody who's more focused on the data aspect, it doesn't really matter what you do, because all of it comes back to understanding the algorithms, understanding what creatives make the most sense and what's going to resonate to an audience. I
always say that it's not the product or the service, it's the way you're selling it.
Yes.
You just need to find the right angle. And that what's happening to me on this particular brand, because I have other brands that are working, like they're stable brands, but this one I was like not finding the key. And I think that's it. So
yeah, what's the why for somebody wanting to buy it, right?
For sure.
So once people figure that out, then it's just a matter of catering to that audience and scaling up to it. Yeah, because there's some way. A lot of times people will identify a problem and they'll solve a very specific problem for an audience, but then you can identify another problem that is totally uncorrelated. It might be a way different demographic and unique to them, but it's selling just as much to both audiences if you just know which angles make the most sense.
That was actually key on this product. When I first started, I was doing different, I would say, like targeting females, males, every age. But one change that I made that I think it was the push to the brand on sales and revenue is when I set the gender, just females. And when I clicked just females, because I was looking at the data, I was like 90% of my buyers were females. So you know what? I'm gonna just relaunch the same campaign. Take males away. Boom. That was key for it. So it's a matter of data, like you said.
Totally. Yeah, that's amazing. Well, I mean, in 2.5 months, that's pretty incredible, going from 30K to about 370,000, you said?
For the 3 months, I would say 500,000.
Wow. Yeah, that's insane.
361 just December.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's just ridiculous. I mean, that's a huge, I mean, that is a big difference. I mean, most people take a year to get to those numbers. That was very quick. And that was because you zeroed in on exactly what was working. You focused on it. You know, you didn't do all this wild other stuff, and you got, you know, down to the numbers, and you said, what makes the most sense here?
And to be honest, I was before I jumped in the program mid-October, but the first ad that I did with you guys, it was October 19th. I got that date on my mind. And from October 19th, whatever I had in the past on my ads manager, I completely turned it off. Everything off, and then I refreshed everything. New campaign, that was the campaign that I was doing with you guys with Cameron. I would say for now on, October 19th is gonna be from zero, from scratch. So whatever I was doing for the previous 2 months, I forget about it. Even I spent money testing and whatever, I didn't have the result that I wanted. So from October 19th, everything was refreshed, everything, new campaigns from scratch, and that's it.
Yeah.
And just let it go.
That's incredible. I mean, that's amazing. What do you think why do you think some people can't scale that quickly? Is it due to lack of inventory? What's like the main barrier you think people are struggling with?
I think it might be, logistics is key. I had really nice suppliers. That's definitely key. And then creatives, man. Creatives.
And where are you getting your creative from?
We do it ourselves. I already have a couple. I started with I think I used Willow for once, but to be honest, the videos that I get from Willow, they didn't work. So I got a friend of mine and just record ourselves, edit ourselves, and then just replicate whatever was working.
Yeah. A lot of times it's so much easier to have creative control if you're just capable of doing it in-house.
100%.
I think a lot of people are scared to do it though. They don't want to be in the video.
100%.
They don't want to talk.
And then
they don't know how to edit.
Yeah. And then when you don't know your angle, I mean, I have that I know how to edit, but when you don't know your angle and you just, okay, people told me that this platform has good creators, but you never know. So when I found out my angle, I was like, I'm just going to stick with it. We can record ourselves, edit ourselves. And that was with it.
That's amazing. Yeah, that's absolutely incredible. Well, there you go. I mean, like that is the way to do it. I'm excited to see how much more this is going to scale up. So that's going to be really fun.
Let's see.
We'll have to do another part 2 video once you pass 500,000 a month. Maybe it'll be next month. It'll be a quick return.
Hopefully.
Yeah, there you go. There's going to be a lot less advertisers at the beginning of the year. Yeah, obviously, there's going to be jumps in different industries, you know, and buyer, you know, behavior obviously adjusts as well. But it's going to be super less competitive. And so that first quarter is going to be, you know, very nice for being able to scale up. Yeah, it can be a game
changer as well,
Yeah. Well, that's amazing.
It's kind of slow for a lot of people.
Well, awesome. I appreciated you hopping on this call and just sharing that.
For sure, man. Anytime.
So there you have it. That's how Albert went from $300K to $361,000 per month, a total of over $500,000 in just those 2 months in time. Not only that, but you saw how Albert worked with us one-on-one and how the experience allowed him to focus on his ads at scale. And if you want to learn more things like this and be able to join the mentorship as well, make sure to click the link below this video or DM me the word mentor at @RealChaseChappell on Instagram, and I'm happy to answer any of the questions you have. Once again, it's your favorite digital marketer here, Chase Chappell. Cheers and bye, y'all.